And there was an expectation that that would happen at the chamber also, and it really hasn't happened. So, this is sort of one of those opportunities to make the lemonade out of the lemons, because at this point, since they need to refocus and get back to making sure that their business membership is economically viable, it's an opportunity for them to start with that real core task, that real core challenge, and do a very good job at it, instead of, as Beth said, getting off into all these other wonderful programs that have merit, but promoting the 50 Carter and that kind of thing. They just they don't have the capacity at the chamber to do that, but they do need to focus on the economic health of its membership.
And Ms. Mayor, the city, as you know, has kind of been the leader, along with the city of Folsom and El Dorado County, in reinvigorating the Highway 50 corridor marketing strategy. And I've been the lone voice representing Rancho Cordova, where Folsom has the Folsom Chamber. El Dorado County has 3 chambers that are involved. And I'm asked all the time, where's your chamber? Well, they're coming, they'll be there, but instead the city has been the leader in that. That's actually a chamber function. And we want to partner with everybody, but I need to have the chamber at the door working with us on the 50 corridor marketing plan. And it didn't die, but we were to keep it alive, but I need the chamber there. Just on a personal note, in 1999, I was around the chamber also, and I know these people. They're hardworking people, they're dedicated, and if they say they're going to get it done, they'll get it done.
That's a good point, Kurt. One of the things I should reinforce is that I'm not the only past president of the chamber that has returned to this board. There was a call from the board members to many past presidents. Jane Daly is a past president, Bill Bischoff. There are many past presidents who are now back on the chamber board, and their focus is clearly to save this chamber.
Additional questions?
I have a couple. The loan to the Bank of Sacramento, if the city wanted to do something, couldn't the city say that you can go and renegotiate that loan to be interest only for the next 5 years? We pay the interest component. We're not on the hook to settle the entire debt.
That I can't answer for you. That would be something that would have to be discussed directly with the Bank of Sacramento, and I'm not sure that that loan is in a position to be structured that way. I can't answer that for you, to be honest.
Well, if it's a non-performing loan, they've got to do something. I mean, lenders have to do that. I guess I feel a little uneasy in this whole area that, I don't know who the vendors are. I don't know what relationships they have with the chamber in the community, with any of us on the dais for that matter. We're asking the city to take out a checkbook and make a whole lot of people whole, sort of sight unseen.
We would not ask you to do that sight unseen. And I will tell you, much of the indebtedness are members of this chamber and members of this city. A large number of them.
Yeah, but that kind of muddies the water, frankly, for me. We're asking the city to write a check to a bunch of people in the community.
I should tell you about a bunch of categories that sort of fall under maintenance and operations, services, and supplies.
We don't know what they are. I guess I'm looking at, as I say, to me, the worst part of this is that my city manager has been sitting on there. We haven't been getting rent for almost 2 years. We haven't heard about it. If that is indicative of sort of financial vigilance in this city, that would be worrisome to our public. This is not a case where this happened and we didn't have council members and a city manager on the governing board. And we're not getting the payments. I can accept that there's a certain amount of hiding the ball that's going on, but the city's owed money and we're not getting it. And then suddenly, lo and behold, we need to do this. I'm just asking the question, what is the workout? I'm all in favor of a workout, but does the city? Who's going to make our taxpayers whole? Do we have to give $90,000 to settle a loan? Could we buy some time and do interest-only payments for 5 years, take stock of where things are. We have short-term needs for funding. The whole concept of the city writing a check, approving a check, not knowing who's out there, I mean, it's unseemly. My guess is I have colleagues on the council who may know who some of these people who stand to gain financially from this decision by the city. It's too close to me. I just feel like, ultimately, it has a lot more to do with kind of the city's involvement and the lack of sending up a red flag. So then suddenly we've got to, do something in a hurry and write a big check. I don't really, the fact is we entered into our city buildings on the basis that we would have people who would be paying tenants. A piece of this is this idea that henceforth it'd be $1 per year for both entities. That's a policy decision I think we need to think about. How are we doing things in our city hall? Are we doing it according to our plan? It has nothing to do with the chamber. Are we doing things according to our plan, our understanding? The fact is, so the rent, that to me is just, that's more of a red flag for the city, and the structuring it as a loan, that's not an unreasonable way to deal with some of the other things. The $60,000 for the next 90 days, what sorts of things are kind of in that number?
Well, and that was purely a thumbnail number, looking at the day-to-day operations of the staff, paying the CEO, keeping the lights on, paying the phone bill, being able to provide the activities, the meet the members meetings, provide the services to the members for the next 60 to 90 days while we continue to kind of get our arms around the ongoing flow of operations of the chamber.
Is there a projected income amount that you have actually budgeted or would like to receive from Thursday night's dinner?
Well, everything, again, there's no guarantee,
Yeah.
but we're anticipating anywhere from $65,000 to $10,000.
And I think that's an important part of it because, frankly, Ken, remembering the chamber's budget from before and actually what's important about Beth and some of the people that followed Beth is that there was a completely new accounting system put in at the chamber at that point in time, and it was set up so that each one of the events would specifically not only pay for itself but bring in a certain amount of money, and so that was always readily apparent on the account sheet for each of the events, and that the concept of needing help for the first few months has to do with getting these events back in operation again so that there will be some sort of an income stream coming back in.
Well, and it's not only that, Mayor Budge, I will tell you that with the struggles that the Chamber has experienced, its membership has suffered. So we are in a position now of attempting to rebuild the membership. And we are at a point where we're culling memberships that we can't validate and going back and refocusing on building the membership, because that is the main income stream for a Chamber of Commerce. So until we are assuming at this point that it's going to take us at least 90 days to get that membership stream built back up and get the income from the dues at a level where we're comfortable that it's going to cover the day-to-day operations in addition to the schedule of events that we have proposed for the membership at large.